Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a little bit of a different video for all of you. I'm starting the 21-day fix extreme with a bunch of people on Facebook in my challenge group tomorrow, and I'm spending today kind of meal prepping, going grocery shopping, and kind of just getting myself prepared to start. And I thought that I would share with you kind of like what I do, how I meal plan, how I like sort out my grocery list, and stuff like that. And then I'll bring you back and then I will show you what I got in the supermarket, how I cook it, how I meal prep it. I don't do a ton of meal prep because I do work from home, and personally I don't mind cooking throughout the week, but I will show you a little bit of how I get a few things started and a few things prepped. So the first thing I do before I start anything is I check in my freezer and see kind of like what the stock looks like. So I am pretty much obsessed with these chicken burgers. They're from Life Choices and they're free range, and they basically have nothing bad in them. Let me show you the ingredients. They have chicken, water, onion powder, garlic powder, and spices, and that's basically it. And that's the nutritional information for you if you're interested. So I know that I'm definitely gonna need another box of these because I only have one left, and I might actually have to get two because Gary's been really enjoying these too. I have a bag of spinach, which I put in my shake, so that'll do me for the week. So I'll just get a bag of fresh spinach, and then we have a ton of vegetables here, so we should be okay with frozen veg. As for frozen meat, that's mainly what I'm looking for when I come into my freezer, because I don't want to buy meat if I have some here, and I want to make sure that I meal plan around what I have in the freezer. So we have 2 things of salmon here, some frozen burgers, and a ton of pork. So I think I'm gonna make sure to incorporate pork and salmon into my week, and I will probably incorporate burgers. I probably won't have a bun because I'll explain that in a second, but Gary can have a bun, so he'll really enjoy that. These I can't eat, these I can't eat, that I can't eat, that I can't eat. But the rest of the freezer is good. So the next thing that I do is I go on to, this is Beachbody on demand, so it's kind of like Netflix for workouts. But I only bought the digital version of 21-day fix extreme because I had the containers and stuff. So when you buy a digital program, you have access to everything here that you would get in your pack physically. Sorry, Gary is punching the cat. So you have access to everything here that you would have like physically in your pack. So I go here and I just check how many containers I need. These are the different container values, and I am in the 1,500 to 1,799 calorie bracket. So these are how many containers I have for each day. So in this guide, like everything's explained. I'm not gonna go through it in too much detail. But green is veggies, purple is fruit, red is protein, yellow is carbs, blue is like healthy fats, so like mozzarella, avocado, orange is seeds and dressings, and then these are like teaspoons, which I always use for peanut butter, but it's totally up to you, but peanut butter is life for me. There are a few recipes in this book towards the end. So like you have like lunch recipes here. I don't really use recipes, I'm not gonna lie. I don't really mind keeping my like meals really simple, and it's just kind of easier for me. But if you do have some picky eaters who like something a little bit more fancy, this is definitely a good option for you. So after I have all of that, I go into this little document that my coach Ashley actually made. And it basically like you put in your containers here, and then you can like write in what your meals are for the day, put in their container amounts, and you can see like kind of how you're doing on the container system. So something that I'm gonna try at least for the first few days this time around is the countdown to competition version of 21-day fix extreme. So you have 2 versions. You have one, it's just the regular 21-day fix extreme, which is different than the regular 21-day fix eating plan. It's slightly like, it's cleaner, and it's just a little bit more strict. And then you have one step further, which is countdown to competition, and it's basically carb cycling. So for 2 days, I'll have only 1 yellow container and no purple containers, so I will really be cutting down on my carbs, and I won't have any blues or any oranges. I'll really be cutting down on my carbs, basically just living off of protein and vegetables. My protein gets upped from 4 containers to 7, so I'm literally gonna be eating eggs and chicken all day. And then on the 3rd day, you go back to the regular 21-day fix extreme eating plan, and you just kind of repeat that cycle for the 21 days. So I'm gonna give it a try. Fruit kind of is my go-to snack when I'm doing the 21 day fix, so I am a little bit worried about that, but I'm gonna give it a try. I did meal plan it out, and I mean, I'm not excited about how much chicken I'm gonna have to eat, but I mean, it can be done. It's totally fine. So the next thing that I do is I basically just go through this list. Once I have my meal planning done, I don't really use recipe books, I'm not gonna lie. Like I told you, I don't really care if my meals are pretty simple, and I do kind of eat the same thing over and over again. Like a lot of times I will have like lettuce, turkey mince, salsa, and brown rice. Because that's just delicious. I season the turkey mince with taco seasoning too, so it's really, really good. I have lettuce turkey wraps on here. I have chicken burgers, I have pork, I have salmon. I mean, there's enough variety, but there's not like too much, but like I said, I don't really care. So then what I do is I go to my grocery list and I just make it on a notebook page here, separate it out by veggies, fruit, meat, dry stock, miscellaneous house, and dairy, and I just kind of write everything that I need. So most of the stuff that I need is veggies. I do have some fruit here. I have meat, the chicken burgers, turkey mince, and turkey slices, dairy. The milk is for Gary, but I don't know, I can't decide if I need to get 2 things of eggs. We do have some eggs in there, so I think I'll just stick to 1 for now. And then dry stock, which I don't have too much of either. So I'm gonna take this grocery list and I'm gonna go food shopping. Okay, so I'm all ready to go. I have my list, I have a pen, I have my shake because I haven't eaten yet today, and that is my rule number 1. Never go food shopping on an empty stomach because you will just want to buy everything. So I'm ready to go. As of right now, I'm feeling all really gung-ho, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna vlog in the supermarket. Who cares if people look at me, but let's be real. I'll probably just see you when I get home. Okay, so I'm back from the supermarket, and I'm gonna go through what I got, and I'm gonna go through kind of what I'm gonna do to meal prep it for the week. So I got almond milk, which is for my shakes. I got unsweetened vanilla almond milk. Don't get the sweetened because it has way too much sugar. A few more things that I'm not going to actually do anything with during meal prep. So the next thing is this organic smooth peanut butter. And peanut butter is one of those things that you really have to watch out for because there's a lot of added crap and a lot of even added sugar in the kind of like generic like Skippy brands. But this one is organic smooth peanut butter, and the only ingredient is peanuts. So that's gonna go in the fridge. This is also for my shakes. The next thing that I got is this organic salsa. This is the Niels Brothers brand. I've never tried this before, but again, you have to watch your salsa. You have to make sure that there's no added sugar in there so that you are not getting any of that added crap in it, but this doesn't have anything in it. So this is for my salads or like my taco bowls or something like that, so that's also going in the fridge. So the next thing that I got that I'm not going to be doing anything with during my prep is this roasted garlic and herb tomato sauce. Like the salsa, check for added sugar. You don't want added sugar in your tomato sauce, but this one is organic and it doesn't have any of those added nasties in it. So this is just going to go in the press. Like I said before, I did want to pick up another box of the chicken burgers, so I got these. These are the Life Choices chicken burgers. I showed you them before, so I don't really want to go into them too much again to waste time. But those are another one that I just don't really meal prep. I kind of just take them out. They're really great because you can just cook them on the grill when they're frozen. So they're really simple and a nice dinner or lunch to have. So the next thing that I picked up are these organic apples. These are a small size. So this is actually the size of 1 purple container in the 21-day fix. A lot of apples nowadays are like 3 times the size of this. They're way too big. So if you do have big apples, cut them in half, because this is the actual size that you should be having for 1 purple container. I'm not going to do any prep for these. These are for me and for Gary because I can only have fruit every 3 days. They're mostly for him, but some of them are going to be for me too. So I'm just going to put them in our fruit bowl. I also picked up another pack of turkey slices. I'm just going to use these for like snacks or in my salads or something like that. I couldn't find the lettuce that I wanted to make turkey lettuce wraps, so I'm not gonna have that this week, but I did pick them up for snacks anyway because I am a snacker and I always like to have something on hand that I could just like pick up and go. So the first thing that I'm gonna prep are my bananas. I only got 2 bananas and I'm gonna cut them in half and I'm gonna put them in a bag and I'm gonna freeze them. So I'm gonna use these for my shakes. Freezing them just means that they won't go bad and it adds like some coldness to my shake too, and I like my shake super, super cold. So that is the first thing that I'm going to do. Next up, I got these Farmer's Finest free range eggs. And I don't really know why I like to get these. I always get these every single time, and if they don't have these, I get really kind of turned around then. But I'm gonna take 10 of these and I'm gonna hard boil them. I just put them in water. Once the water comes to a boil, I put the lid on and then I take them off the hob and I leave them sitting in there for about 10 minutes. And then I take them off, put them in cold water, and then just put them in a container. And they are really great snacks, really great to add to my salads for extra protein. And like I said, I need a lot of protein when I'm on countdown to competition. So I wanted to have these available like straight away. So I got some red seedless grapes for the days when I'm not doing the countdown to competition plan. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put these into a purple container and then I'm gonna put them into little baggies. And this just means that they're just grab and go, really easy snacks. It's all about like convenience for me, because a lot of the times I'd be working throughout the day and I wouldn't realize that I'm hungry, and then all of a sudden I'm starving and like I need something now. So I like to have them kind of like all measured out and just ready to go in little bags in the fridge, and that just really works for me. I did get a bunch of vegetables, which I'm not actually gonna meal prep because I kind of prefer them when they're really fresh. So I got a bag of green beans, which I'm going to saute in coconut oil this week for either during my dinners, during my lunch, or maybe even for a snack. And then I did get some courgettes. I got yellow courgettes and green courgette zucchini for all of you people in the US and Canada. So I'm going to also just chop them up really small and saute them just kind of as I need, because they are a lot nicer when they're fresh. I also got a red onion and a white onion, which is going to be for my dinners or salads or something like that. And then I also did get a spaghetti squash, which I'm going to cook up right now. All you have to do to cook up spaghetti squash is you cut it in half. I cut it lengthways, scoop out the insides, and then you want to drizzle it with olive oil, salt, and pepper, flip it upside down on a baking sheet and bake it for about 40 minutes. When it's done, all you want to do is take a fork and you want to just scrape it so that it comes off like spaghetti. And then what I do is I measure it into green containers when I need it. So I'm gonna put it into a big container for now, and then when I need it, I'm just gonna measure it and scoop it out. So it's really simple and it's readily available. One of the ground turkey packets I'm not gonna prep right now. I'm going to use this for turkey bolognese with the spaghetti squash tomorrow. So I'm gonna cook that up fresh and then eat leftovers for the rest of the week. But what I am gonna do is I am gonna do my turkey taco mince and my brown rice. So I got this Uncle Ben's brown rice. So I'm just gonna measure out how many yellow containers of this I need during the week. Max is on the counter, and I'm gonna put it into a pot and I'm just gonna boil it like regular rice, put it in a big container, and then it's ready for me to scoop out when I need my rice. As for my turkey taco meat, I'm just gonna brown this up in a pan, and then I'm gonna follow the directions on these taco packets. I did get the Smart Fiesta Old Del Paso taco seasoning. It's 30% less sodium than the original. This is just the one I like, and it's a lot more convenient than making your own. But I'm going to put this into a big container, and again, I'm just gonna use my red scoop when I need taco mince, and then it's ready to go. So I hope this video was somewhat helpful for you. I still have some spaghetti squash back there that I need to make into spaghetti, but the skin is very hot, so I'm going to wait a while. But I hope this helped you. I hope it showed you that, like, even if you're doing the 21-day fix, it doesn't have to be like complicated. I think people overcomplicate things, including me, but I've just learned simple. Simple is the way to go, and simple will get you to your goal. So if you have any questions, leave them in the comments down below, and I will be sure to answer them, and I will be back to you soon with a new video. Bye.